she's in an interview with admin and you want me to come sit over there with you clown ass bitches. No, I wasn't going to do that. No, you have to have a certain amount of integrity for me to fuck with you. And there was nothing integral about that bullshit yesterday from what the videos that people sent me. I just want people to understand that me and Miss Teresa have had knockdown dragouts where we have cursed each other the fuck out. But I'm not going to lie on her. I'm not going to sit up here and know you lying. And I knew she was lying. And I was just like baffled by the fact that she was telling all of these lies. So I just stopped answering the phone and I stopped talking to her about it. And anything you see, me and Nia never had no beef. That was something she created. And when I talked to her about the morning show, I said, oh, I don't see you on the morning show. And when I said what I said about her on the morning show, they knew who I was talking about on that motherfucking show. Because common sense would tell people, oh, she was talking about this person because she confronted that person about being a liar. And that's what I said. There's nothing she can show you that I won't repeat.
Pete, but let me say this to y'all. When you grown, and I mean grown, whatever you said the first time, you should have no problem repeating it the second, third, or fourth. Because them your words. Hey, Miller. And see, what y'all don't understand is, for the people from Facebook, we got history. So, even when y'all kept on seeing me and Trina go back and forth, a lot of y'all people had problems. Trina B and I had to break that down. That's the way we speak to each other.
This is the thing, Miss Teresa.
Mm-hmm.
This is 100% true. In order to conduct a fair interview or a complex interview, which would include hours and hours of footage.
Right.
Because this motherfucker carries on all day and all night. There's no way you could have done any homework. People just got up there to get beans yesterday and to sit there and to relish themselves in the views. And like I said, I don't know if she thought it was news to you that I called you a messy bitch. I don't know why she would think that that would bother me. You can't record a conversation with me and use it as a weapon because I will repeat what I said. You can't do that to Miss Teresa either. If she talked about your mother, she gonna say it to your face. So this type of bullshit y'all do don't work on us.
Nope.
That ain't no weapon against us.
Hmm.
You show little pieces of text. And the thing with it is, anybody could tell when texts come from two directions, they're two different colors. Why are all the texts white? Because you moved a whole bunch of shit around and Google did, she did her big one, if that's your big one. But you still live in a house with wheels. And I'm not gonna really dog her because I feel sorry for her because there's something wrong with somebody that just can't let go. And this was something that should have been put to bed because this was last month. I want to see you do a live and entertain people without talking about people. All you do is talk about people. And when she told me she had been doxxed, I said, well, if she worried about being doxxed, why the fuck is she over there with Miss Teresa? Quick as them bitches gonna dox somebody. That's when I said, you need to drop that messy bitch because you over. This was her big complaint. Then everything started to make sense to me. You wanted people to dox you. You wanted this type of motherfucking attention.
Yep. Because her messages yesterday that she showed on TomiK's panel, Tammy Peay, she got her husband's phone number in there. She got her son number in there. Her daughter about her getting unemployment from Connecticut. She get food stamps. She showed all that stuff yesterday.
Well, this is my thing, and like I said, I'm not gonna lie, Noni, I have wanted to chop that bitch in her throat at some points on this app. Karate chop Noni in the throat. But I'm not gonna lie on her or say something about her character that's not true. Noni is not a ninja. Noni is a fucking terrorist. Noni ain't gonna do some shit and deny it. When I went to that page and I said, and I'm suspecting the lies. And people saying I attacked her. She talked about me for 3 straight days and I didn't say nothing. After you put up that video and people started watching it, Then it became clear to her that, oh, she is laying low. Yes, I'm laying low because your ass is lying. You lied.
Oh, and you know who she said yesterday, you know who told her to reach out to you?
Mm-mm.
Tarak. She told yesterday. She said Tarak told her to reach out to you and test your temperature. That's on the video.
No, Ciroc need to reach out to himself and figure out why he's somewhere being a fool. Tell Ciroc don't give nobody no advice to come talk to me, because I would never. I'm being honest. My character is just different, and I'm a bitch. Yes, I'll admit being a bitch. I'm a bitch, but I'm not a liar. I'm not gonna sit there and lie, and I'm not gonna sit here just because we cool. Don't mean I'm a lie for you like that. I'm not gonna do that to anybody.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
And this Juanita Bynum thing, she don't know JB. I don't know how she could tell me. How you gonna tell me about a woman that I ain't gonna go into that. But this ain't about Dr. Bynum. This ain't about no class. This ain't about none of that. This is about the fact that I didn't agree with her.
And
Because
she
I came to her room after the Dr. Bynum thing. So why would this be? And then she said some fly shit to me when I came there. I said, oh, you fell out the window? No, I didn't fall out the window.
hmm.
And I said, oh, well, you getting spicy with me too. Let me really leave your ass alone, because I feel it's a ploy for attention. And I just don't have to do that. There are people on here who give real entertainment, real content, and real broadcasts. And as I said, if you got time, I'm running an agency just like she's running an agency. But I'm just realizing that my agency takes time away from Bigo, where I have to work on administrative things. She seems to have an agency where she has all the time in the world to sit up on platforms on Saturdays, which are your biggest audition days, talking about a bitch that's auditioning almost 11 motherfuckers yesterday. So you could keep talking about me. I'm going to stay building. But I wasn't, Miss Teresa. You have made me mad enough to chop you in your goddamn throat. But would I lie on you, sis? Never. You ain't gonna never find me somewhere saying you did some shit and I don't believe it's true. No, as she kept rambling and talking and talking and talking, her story started to unravel.
Well, Tammy, at least one thing you can say, if you went missing, I'm the only one know you went missing. I guess I'm the only one who was looking
You blew me, and
for
I
his.
said to myself, and then when she was saying I was talking about her, I was talking about you.
Yeah, she did say that. She was like,
No, I was talking about you. Why is me like the thing with me laying low? I was laying low because this is what I felt.
hmm,
It's gonna blow over. She gonna stop talking about it, and we're gonna be on to the next thing. Long as I lay low, everything just it'll blow over. Her lies will blow over. She'll get tired and realize people ain't listening, so she'll stop. But what she did is this fueled her fire, and she started to run to other broadcasters on here and try to form alliances and form the Tammy hate train. The thing she don't understand about me in life, I'm used to bitches not liking me and being jealous of me. I'm used to that shit, so I don't give a fuck.
hmm.
I don't give a fuck about a team up bitch, because if I have to address somebody, I come right and address you face to face. I don't need to team up with people. I'm not a team up bitch. And I just wasn't the thing. Like I said, Noni, like I have wanted to black her eye. I ain't gonna lie, but I wouldn't lie on her. That lady didn't do that. And if she did do it, she did it after all of that hours and hours and days of you accusing her. That's why I said to Dee Dee, oh, Noni knows something, because Noni said it's worse than not. She said things to let people know that she knew shit. I said, oh, well, she was doxxed by now. But when she started being friends with me, Miss Teresa, her whole thing was about people doxing her, and that this other girl over there, Keys, had doxed her, and doxing. And so I said, well, if you're worried about being doxed, why are you over there with the CIA? Miss Teresa, the last place you need to be if you're worried about being doxed.
Oh God. So I,
Some people don't know. All them court papers and shit came right over here from across this desk right over here. So I don't wonder if you're worried about being doxxed, why you over there? Then I started to realize her strategy. And that's the reason I started laying low. When she called me and I wasn't answering, it was the weekend. On the weekend, most of my people are working people. Most of my people are professionals that are coming to this app. And most of my people, I can only audition on Saturdays. So no, I didn't take her call. But honestly, it could have been Monday. I wasn't going to take her call, and I knew she was lying. I knew she was lying. It's like mental illness don't recognize mental illness. But I see something's wrong. But one thing I'm not
Thing is,
going to do,
though,
Teresa, I don't care how mean your little ass is over here. I don't care what you say and what you do. I'm not going to make up no lie, and I'm not going to side with nobody that's trying to hurt you or use your platform, weaponize your platform for their benefit. And that's what she does. Because if I want to tell my story, I will go to my page and say whatever I'm going to say to my people, because that's what matters to me. That's what matters to me. When your dislike for me is stronger than your desire to do the right thing, I ain't fucking with your kind anyway. Because whether I like you or not, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Yep, and that's what I tell people too. For Ashley, they was accusing Ashley on Scope. Ashley and I ain't get along on Scope that well, right? But I knew they were lying, Tammy, so I had the video. So I went live and I played it to clear her name.
Because right is right and wrong is wrong. Some people don't understand that. A lot of y'all ride with people right, wrong, or indifferent. You supposed to do that shit with your husband and your children, not these bitches you just met on Bigo. I'm not gonna lie on you. And when I heard her say that, and when I came over here listening, I went over there listening, and you was like, huh? When I've known you to dox people, you pull up court papers, divorce records, birth certificate. You pull up every motherfucking thing out they ass crack. So I know you didn't do it because you didn't have any evidence.
Shoot.
And by the time Noni did have some information, Noni had been accused of this shit for about a good week and a half already. So you keep testing somebody, of course people gonna get you. But no, everything was a lie from the beginning. And the only reason I came here is because me and Miss Teresa, we probably will never have tea and coffee together. But one thing you ain't going to do is sit on my clock and lie on her.
Right.
I'm not going to be a part of that. To me, that makes you part of the problem here on Bigo.
And we've been trying to put this to bed for I don't know how long. This shit started September the 20th.
She needs the content. She's going to drag it out and drag it out and drag it out. And you have to find people who are feeble-minded and simple-minded. These are the kind of people that she relishes with. Intelligent people are a threat to her. And there's nothing I said to her in those texts that she put in the right context. And even if some of the text that was mine, I'll admit that I'll go through it. But I know I didn't like that child over there, that other child that lied on me and said that me and her had a beef for no reason because she was mad at Diamond. I didn't like, and I never said that about Diamond and her man. You didn't say that, bitch? I never told you that. Diamond man ain't even, this nigga got so many muscles, he ain't even got a neck. And big ass hands that could grip a basketball. And Diamond is little. This man is beating on her. Then you change it to they arguing. She don't even realize they don't even have that type of relationship.
It seemed like, Tammy, that everybody's close around you. LadyBee wants to take them from you. She just want to tear you all.
No, what she don't realize is anything that she shook off of me was weak anyway. And I didn't need it around me anyway. Sometimes you gotta beat the bushes to scatter the motherfucking snakes. And if somebody was that easy to tell these kind of lies and up all night, day after day after day, day after day after day, Miss Teresa, all of this ain't got nothing to do with Juanita Bynum. This ain't got nothing to do with none of that. This got something to do with her trying to weaponize the fact that she and I talked, because we were never friends. The fact that she and I talked, and she's the one who approached me about doing the show. And I couldn't do it because I just started the agency thing. And even me being on one show was a push for me. And I have a regular job. and I have a business. I just got a lot going on. So what I said to her is, I said, I will get back to her. Then I told her when I had everything set up, I got my agency fully automated now, where things are running smooth as glass. So if you want to be a host, get at me. I told her, yeah, well, let's do the talk show. She turned that into, I wanted to do a talk show with her. First of all, I'm not trying to insult anybody or say anything really mean, but when it comes to um, politics, what do you know? When it comes to finance and marketing, what do you know? You have to understand something. Most of the talk shows, everybody plays a specific part, but the part that she could have played, I could have done with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I was asked by several broadcasters to do shows with them, and I couldn't do it at the time.
You know, she said out of her mouth, want to know if Keith could help her with her agency. And I looked at my phone. I was like, huh? But she,
I don't see the thing with her is, like I said, this ain't got nothing to do with my girlfriend. This ain't got nothing to do with my family or none of this other shit she trying to bring up. This was all because, see, you got to realize when you're being used.
mm,
You got to realize that in life. And sometimes people just don't see it until they see it. She
mm,
was upset with me because when she fell out with all of those women on her page, I still said hi to Nia and her daughter. I still said hi to Miss Grace. I didn't have no problem with them women. I didn't know what had happened between all of them because they left so like abruptly. She said that me and her fell out over Nia. No, you knew that I had more views than you, so you clung to me in friendship over Nia, just like you did with everybody else over Aya and her daughter. You just clung to wherever you felt you was going to get a little more views than what you had at that time.
yep.
Because every time your room was on one something and two something, you would line with me. And then she said I would always line with her.
Oh, you she
People in my
said that?
my, my group know me,
What?
know that I don't really even do PK things unless it's something pre-planned.
So that's why she kept lying with me too? Because every time
Yes,
she's
because you
on,
keep 800-900 of people in here, and she be on one and two. She's looking to social climb, which is okay to social climb in a way that's healthy and fruitful. But when you're using feeble-minded people or people who are not thinking as sinister and diabolical as you're thinking, because that's the thing with people, you have to understand when somebody's evil is greater than yours, or somebody's scam or what they have a greater plot than you have, you will always be the last one to know what's going on. What does she think? Showing that I called you a messy bitch was gossip? I come right over here and tell you, good morning, messy bitch. And you will call me, hey, you old bitch. And we will just be, this is not a weapon for me.
uh-uh.
This is not a weapon against me because, first of all, she took a lot of that shit out of context. And you could tell by how it was all placed in there in all one color. Who the fuck ever saw a text that's all one color? Most of y'all don't think for yourselves. You don't research. Everybody don't understand. That's why newscasters go to school so they can learn how to bring the news.
Mm-hmm.
Most of y'all just doing bullshit and don't even know what you're doing and putting yourself in a position to be sued.
Mm.
Putting yourself in positions to be sued. The thing with it is I just need Miss Teresa to know that whatever I said about you, I meant it. At that day when I said it, I meant it. And I might even mean it next month when you blow me up again, because nobody would have known that I was laying low had you not blown me up, Miss Teresa.
Well, at least you ain't. Look, if you went missing, at least I know you were missing. That's for sure. Ain't nobody else.
Oh yeah, you blew.
To
I
look.
was late, and I said to myself, I said, Sabrina, I'm just gonna lay low on this because I don't believe her. People are not smart enough to see through the bullshit. Because she's very convincing.
I put it this way.
She's
I'm more
very
alert.
convincing, but
I'm more.
most sociopaths are.
I'm more alert, and I pay more attention to the broadcasters than you guys do. I guess because I do the recording part, and when they go missing, I'm like, "Where is this broadcaster? Where is that broadcaster at?" So you have to look at it as me being.
No, I'm not mad at you for it.
Oh no,
The
no,
thing
I'm
with it
saying to
is,
the comments.
I'm not mad at you for it. You have a certain position here to do your job. And you did your job. But in you doing your job, you created a paranoia in her. Well, then she started watching me like the enemy. And she even said, I had a meeting with my family, and I told them you was going to be the next one to flip. No, you knew I saw through the fact that you lied. It was the lies for me. And I'm sitting there like, well, she knows I have beef with Miss Teresa. She know me and Noni probably would run at each other and just start fist fighting in the mall. She knew we had these types of relationships. And you depended on that as leverage that I was just going to agree with anything, even though I knew it wasn't true. I wasn't going to do that. I don't have hatred for Miss Teresa. Miss Teresa ain't fucked my husband. She just told on me when I was trying to lay low. And when I saw the YouTube video, I'm like, why is this news? And everybody, Miss Teresa found, Miss Teresa blew you up. So I said, well, why is this news? She turned that into I was talking about her. I wasn't talking about her. I was talking about you, Miss Teresa.
And she thought it was about her.
Well, when you lying and you guilty, of course you would think it was about her. See, it's a difference when you're a person where you deal. See, I learned how to deal with industry snakes, street snakes. I learned how to deal with corporate snakes. I learned how to deal with family snakes. So I'm real well versed in snakeism. And the shit that she did, I just saw it was snakish and I didn't want to be a part of it. I didn't think it was fair to say something criminal against you, and I didn't believe her. And I said to her on my platform, I said, I don't believe you were doxxed. I said, this is not Noni. I said, you're new here. She even had me believing she was new here.
Yeah, she said, and somebody said she done been on here about a year. Some other
No,
girl.
I don't sit with nobody, baby. Baby. I sit by myself. Miss Teresa tell you, I sit over there with my people by myself.
Yep.
I don't sit with nobody. Miss Teresa don't sit with nobody.
Nobody.
Y'all always want to associate people as sitting with people. You got these weak ass bitches that need to sit with people. Miss Teresa sit here by herself every motherfucking day, and I do the same.
Yep. I've been knowing that for years. Shoot.
No, me and Noni ain't going to no. Oh, her and Noni is friends. I don't need Noni. Don't even have my motherfucking phone number. Me and Noni ain't no goddamn friends. But I'm not gonna lie on Noni. I'm not gonna say she did some shit to make you happy because I'm scared of you. No, I'm not. And then to say that Diamond is scared of me. No, Diamond respects me because she know I didn't do that shit. Diamond is like, why would you even say something like that when Diamond misses the show? Diamond don't feel well, or she done had a surgery, or since she had the last surgery, she been getting bad cramps. And she said, Auntie, I just can't do it today. I said, go ahead, baby. I'm gonna line with Stone or go do my hours. No problem. It's no problem. Me and her. And she said, you and Diamond had an argument. That's when Diamond said, oh, when did we have? Me and her ain't had no argument.
That LadyBee done lied since day one.
She kept saying I was only on the app 7 months. I'm doing good for 7 months. And I'm doing good for 7 months. And then you telling people I'm jealous of a green check. I have the following to get a green check legitimately. And don't give a fuck about a green check because it ain't gonna get me a bean. It ain't gonna get me a host. It ain't gonna get me no quota. So I'm not interested in chasing around things that don't make sense to me. And I have the money to buy one just like you bought it because you don't have the following.
And not only that, that green check on your account, you can't even see it. Ain't nobody paying attention to that.
See, the thing with it is some people, when you're not intelligent enough or savvy enough, I'm not going to say intelligent, but you're not savvy enough to realize that when you have a large platform, it can be weaponized and it can be used as a weapon. So you have to be selective about what you allow on your platform, and you haven't verified anything. All I know is I'm happy in my life. I got a great life. And it's not by my hands, it's by the blessing of God. I got a great life. I'm not somewhere trying to play catch up. I'm not somewhere trying to get my life together. I don't have all of these struggles a lot of these people have, and I thank God for it. But one thing I do have is integrity. I just found a wallet 2 days ago. And I drove 35 minutes to bring it back to the lady with her money. I could have kept her money and threw that shit in the mailbox. But I have integrity. That's the reason God take care of me. Because I try to do what's right, regardless to who's looking and who's not looking. Ain't no motherfucking way. And I'm being honest with you, Miss Teresa.
Mhm.
I wanted to rip your hair out at times on here. But
Amen.
I would
Sister
never
Tammy.
lie on you. I would never stand with somebody and lie on you because I sit with them and I don't sit with you.
Mm,
No, and saying I sit with her.
mm.
Who are you to sit with? You somewhere looking for these people's validation. You're nobody for me to look up to. She's talking about she uplifted me. Uplifted me from where and from what?
Mhm, mhm. I guess we so be jealous of her because she got a green check in an agency now. So, her,
I don't want to see a green
her,
check. I want to see your financial portfolio. And I need it to be diversified. I want to see your credit score and your FICO. I need to see your bank account and I need to see what kind of deeds you got in your fucking name. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see no motherfucking beans. I don't want to see none of that. I live in the real motherfucking world.
she said this app her career. That's what she's told everybody. And I'm
It's a
like,
career. This is the thing. If this is your career, fine. If this is your career, I don't knock you. If this is bigo is your career and this is what you choose as your career path, I don't knock you. But I don't think you should build a career lying on people.
mm,
And me and Noni are not friends. Me and Miss Teresa are not friends. But I'm never gonna lie on you. I'm never gonna say Miss Teresa did this, and I know I feel in my heart of hearts that you did not. And everything is pointing to me that this is wrong and you did not. I thought it was gonna blow over, and it was just gonna be one of those things that blew over. When she wouldn't let it rest, I said she's not gonna stop.
mm,
And then when you made the video, then she started talking bad and saying stuff. Well, I don't know which side of the fence, and I'm windmilling for myself. And you need to windmill by yourself, bitch. You lie by yourself. If
there,
I'm
there,
gonna go for Miss
there's
Teresa, if I'm gonna go cheat on Sabrina, right?
yeah.
If I'm gonna go cheat on Sabrina and I'm gonna use you as an alibi and say I'm at Miss Teresa's house, what I need to do is talk to Miss Teresa about this lie and get myself lined up and get everything in order so that you know what part in it you supposed to play.
Amen.
Don't assume. I can't assume that Miss Teresa gonna just lie for me
Mm,
because she sit with me.
mm,
You got to have simple-minded people around you to do some dumb shit like that.
mm, mm,
You gotta really be dealing, and it's what you call the idiocy search. It's when you sit and you plot and you watch people that you know are not as cunning or as intelligent as you are, and you use those people as a vehicle for your plot for your plot. I'm not one of those people. You can't soul ride me. You can't host yourself to me and think I'm just gonna do and say anything because I line with you on PKs.
She
No.
she created everything. LadyBee created everything because she wants to be known on the app with the top hosts. That's why she started all this
Y'all don't see that
person.
she's not over. She don't go when she go to her page and talk her shit is because nobody wasn't hearing it.
Mm,
This is the thing. If this what this is like is me going in front of your beauty parlor, knowing you got all your customers in the line outside, and I'm gonna come outside and give out my business cards to my beauty parlor.
mm.
This is exactly what she's doing. But you have to be intelligent enough to see when things are cunning or when people are being sly and all of this bullshit. Because this is like I don't give a fuck what nobody think and what nobody say. This has nothing to do with JB. This has nothing to do with Dr. Bynum. Because she said what she said. I said, no, that's not true. Dr. Bynum is offering, it's a whole series of classes. I didn't even say this to her on her platform. I just said it wasn't for prayer. And I left her room out of respect for her to let her continue to lie to her people. I didn't say anything. That evening when I went live, I went to my room and talked to my people because my people who know me know I have a relationship with this person. So if she knew me like she said she know me, and then you bringing up that you've been following me since 20 whatever on Facebook. I've had 3 Facebook pages, each with tens of thousands of followers. You think I know every bitch on there smiling and sending and following me?
Please. Nope.
Talking about we was reunited. When was we ever united?
And she never said hi to you on Facebook?
If she did, Miss Teresa, I wouldn't know. My last page got over 30,000 followers, and I ain't been on that bitch in 3.5 years. Back and forth every so often. I'll put up a bigo post on there. I haven't been active on. I did one Tuesday night show on Facebook we would have so many people in that room. I don't know her. When I came here, I didn't realize she was following me on Facebook until one of my admins said, "This girl is in your Facebook." I said, "Well, I didn't know that because I didn't know her. I thought I was just meeting her."
What do you call them people, Tammy, when they do that? Like you already know them, but you don't.
Batshit crazy. If I knew her, this is when I forgot who it was, told me she ain't new to this app. I argued and said, no, she only been here 7 months. Because that's what she told me. And I'm thinking, you new to the app and they picking on you like this? Then they start sending me the YouTube videos.
Let me say something to you, beautician. Whether she wants to be relevant or not, the lies she
No, I
on
needed
us.
Miss Teresa to know in them texts. I did. I see the thing with it is, beautician. Um, I have respect for you as a businesswoman.
Hmm.
I don't always agree with your tactics, but that's how we are from Brooklyn. We could be a little rough around the edges. It's no shade. But you shouldn't have came to me from no foo-foo to tell me about somebody. You should have came to me one-on-one. Sis, let me tell you so-and-so. And I would have listened to you because I've seen you do a lot of shit, but I haven't seen you tell any lies where I could say, I think you a liar. I would have listened to you had you told me that. I didn't know this lady. I thought
What's
this lady
CC?
was new to the app. I thought they're picking on me and they're doxing me. And I said, well, if you're worried about being doxed, why are you sitting there with Miss Teresa, messy ass? You drop that bitch for you get doxed. That was my context. But she turned it to, oh, you were talking about Miss Teresa. Yeah, I called Miss Teresa a couple of bitches. I sure did. Called her a few to her face. She called me a few back. That ain't no weapon against somebody who gonna repeat what they say.
Hmm. Hey, Tammy, is that the real CC? The beautician? That's really her?
I don't think so.
My thing is, why
CC will
would you?
come up in the box.
Yeah, why would you come to Tammy on a foo page to just come and yeah at you?
CC should have
Come
came
at
to
you.
me straightforward. I've
Yeah.
seen CC do nothing but shoot straight. Even when they was going through all of that shit with them bags, I had talked to my team and said, I wish I could mediate between these two young girls because they making too much money and there's somebody in the middle trying to fuck them both up. I don't know who or
No,
why.
I came on my other page because I seen them on a panel together, and I
You
was
should
trying
have
to tell
told
her in
me,
the
sis. I would
comments,
have listened to
like
you.
I was like, "Look, why are you over there? Well, she is crazy. She nuts. Like I just didn't. I couldn't believe it. Like I'm like, it don't got nothing to do with what she did to me. I know she crazy. Like if you keep talking about her, you think you're reading her. That's not in her head. She's making it look like y'all disrespecting her and all that.
No, no, no.
But that's
I'm
not true.
clearing up the fact that she put up
No,
some posts
wait, no,
yesterday.
can I just tell you something real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to tell you something. I knew she was gonna do this to you. That's why I was sending you. If you look in your inbox, I was sending you messages. What happened is, I know that she's gonna act like you're disrespecting her, and what happened is, you know that she's starting with you, but she wants you to do this for clout. She wants you to sit there on somebody's panel and make her lit. It's not like let's like when that shit came out with her address and everything. See how she tried to make it look like it never happened, like you disrespect her, you doxed her. She wants y'all to know about her. You see how people
And
know about y'all? See, when y'all keep going on, even though it's content, it's gonna get worse because she gonna get more fuel. It excites her. She's weird.
and the thing
You
with it is you're 100% right. And when I say 100% right, 100% right. But I just wanted to clarify the text thing yesterday
I
that a
think
lot
we
of that
should let
shit.
her die down. You don't understand.
Mhm.
When she fizzles out, it's gonna make her real fucking mad. Like, watch, I mark my words. If you let her go and you just like forget about her and you get popping and you just doing your thing, she is gonna find some way to get real vindictive against you. Cause she wants to use you. And I'm saying, like, why is you letting her use you? Like, you've been up here mad longer than she is using you. You're not using her. And I knew she was gonna violate you. Cause she don't have respect for black girls. I knew it. She'll disrespect you like you never sat with her. And then she'll make it look like you're stalking her. And like everybody's sitting up talking about her when she nobody to talk about.
The thing with it is the only reason this really blew like this, CC, is because I didn't do what was expected. It was just
No, she
automatically
crazy.
expected that I was supposed to lie. And maybe this is how people
Mm-mm.
out there get down. But when people called you a scammer, I stood up for you. I said, no, no, no. I got
Yeah.
admin that
But
go
do you
look with
see
this
now that
person.
she a liar in general though? So that's what I had to
Yes.
go through while I was moving
Yes,
on off
but
the
this
app.
is the thing. I have admin in my room who have shopped from you and said,
Mm-hmm.
I got my shit. They said one package came immediately, the next package came immediately. One took a few weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks, but they got their
Mm-hmm.
shit and it was straight. I said, so the girl is not a scammer. You can buy from Macy's and have to wait.
Yeah. But she does that. She did that so she can gain relevancy. Because you see, she don't really be on me like that. Because it had nothing to do, I think, with me. I think it was easy target because a lot of people didn't like me. Now with you, it's different because you don't have anything for somebody to compete with. They just like you from other platforms. Like they're just looking at you like she is so funny. She got shit together. They compete with me for bags, so they wanted to curse me out. They're not looking at you like that. You're like in a sisterhood. You have a certain age, and they respect you and they like you. So it's hard for her to sit and have people go against you because you have a different personality than I do. You
But
know
you
what
know
I
what the
mean?
funny thing is? I'm being honest.
Hmm?
A lot of the older women on here fail you and that other girl because somebody could have probably mediated and would have
I
sorted
know.
and would have sorted shit. At the end of the
Hmm.
day, this maybe that was supposed to happen because look what you on to now.
Yeah, I know.
You
I
you
know.
on to a whole nother beat right now. And not
Hmm.
something illegal. All I'm telling you is, like
Yup.
I said, uh, I wish you had said something to me directly from your page and would have
I
had a
know.
conversation with me because then it would have been
I used to
respected
come
because
in
it
your
would have been
comment section. You
direct.
never heard me say this is the person you hang out with, and she calling people black gorillas. I would come in here. I used to always say stuff on Fufu's
If
like, "Are
you
you
don't see me
serious?"
with my readers, girl, I'm 54 goddamn years old. If you don't see my readers, I'm not reading that little tiny shit.
That shit
Most
is.
times I don't even, my admin read all comments. And the thing with it is, CC, you have a reputation. They could say all that bullshit, but I haven't seen you be caught in lies and telling
Yeah, I
diabolical
don't do
lies.
all that
That's
stuff.
not your character. So your character would mean something if you said something. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, this has nothing to do with her. This has nothing to do with Dr. Bynum. This was just about she expected me to be a sheep and fall in
Hmm.
line and lie like the rest of the people around her. And I just wasn't going to do that.
Yeah, she's like
I
one of
just
the
wasn't going to do
craziest,
that.
girl. I don't know, lie. I look at the people that got that beehive. I be like, they must be crazy because she's crazy. Like I would never join no shit like that, even if it wasn't had nothing to do with me and her. Like issue wise, like if you listen, she gonna say we had beef. We didn't have no beef. I used to argue with the replica. She hallucinates. That's what I'm saying to you. Like, I wish you would understand. She a fucking
You ain't
attack you
got
in a
to tell
different
me
way.
this bitch
She
talked about me for
hallucinate.
3 days straight all night
Yes,
and we never
girl.
had an argument.
Ooh,
And I was
this what
like,
I'm
why
talking
is she
about,
dragging me? Then when I say something back,
girl.
oh, Tammy read me. I'm out here windmilling all by
Yes,
myself.
yeah,
I didn't
girl.
argue
Bye.
for her because at
Yes,
first I believed her. When she said she was doxxed, I believed her. She never mentioned
girl.
you though. I believed her. And then when I started,
Crazy.
as she kept talking and talking and talking, she started to contradict herself. And then I
Hmm.
started picking up the lies. I said, wait a minute. She's lying. And then I
Huh?
started to do my own research that all people should do when you're the steward or you're the owner of a platform. You should do your own research. And when I did my own research, I realized she was fucking lying.
And the sad thing, I hope people know, like in this live stream, I'm not doing this because I dislike Lady B. I just know that it's past me disliking her or being mad at what she did with my other account with that trolling shit. I know that she really is crazy. You get what I'm saying? And I know you know what I'm talking about, Tammy and
Yeah,
Mrs.
it's
Teresa.
who the
She
fuck
really
gonna sit
is
up there all
crazy.
night long talking about the
She
same two
crazy,
people?
crazy. Yeah.
And this is the thing. This is the thing. She reports my agency like she's in it.
Stop.
She's
So,
crazy.
so that's the reason I'm not getting on no platform arguing with you so you can say I'm bullying you. Nope, I'm not falling into that trap.
Exactly. This you see now you get. Oh my God! You see that's what she did to me because they were bullying me. But what happened is when I would say something, they were a lot of them that was in that WhatsApp together was sending all into Bigo. So with that being said, when they got me at the app, they kept trolling me on the other app. So like I said, she crazy, and if she gets like, when somebody gets like, if she gets like hot, like feel like she just grab her claws on you, she just gonna go on some crazy stalking
What is
shit.
called the
And I
terminology
I
for
don't know
that is
what
what
close
they
I
call
mean.
a
Like if she
soul
get really
mounter.
invested in yeah, if she
It's
get
called
real
soul mounter.
invested, soul mounted on you, she can be really weird. Like I used to watch her. You ever watch her when she was talking and you see her making up shit and you be like, what? Like she just straight out lies. Like you'll be like, she don't care. Like for her to be
The
her
the
age,
thing with the lies is it's one thing to lie about your age or your weight or your zodiac sign
yeah.
or income. It's another thing for you to straight up accuse people of a fucking felony and your ass is lying.
Oh my girl, but that's the shit that had me. I'ma call the feds on you. Cece did this. She been a scam. I'm like, what? And that scam shit. She really is crazy. Like, it's I'm trying to tell you, Tammy. I'm not saying this. I know you gotta speak your truth. If she
Oh,
can
this
make
is
a cash app and listen, she made a cash app and a page. If she grown, if she could do that in her 50s, just so I can lose clientele. Imagine what she would do to you if people really like you. They didn't like me for things, for bags, shit like that. They like you for your personality, and she don't like that. Do you get what I'm saying? There's
yeah.
something when you have a magnetic attraction to someone one on one. I was giving people something, and she was jealous about the money, and that's
No, but
crazy as
people
fuck.
come in your room even when you're not selling bags. So that's not true. People come in there just
Yeah,
to
but I
give
mean,
you
like
laugh.
you're not selling nothing at all. You're just selling personality and like chilling and vibing. So, and
All
that's
I
what she
know is,
wants to
Cece,
do.
I'm sorry you went through that, but God put you on
If
to bigger and
yeah,
better things. But I do know one thing.
mm,
This lady is what you call a soul mounter.
I don't know what that means. What is this?
What that means is that's people who latch on to people and
And I
ride
don't.
them for reasons and maybe for a
Mhm.
season, but definitely for a reason. And you ride on people to get something out of them or to gain their position, or like
Yes.
a
Oh
woman
my
who will sit
God.
around you because she like your husband, or a woman to sit
Um,
around you because she wants your business or she wants your looks, or you don't know why people soul mount people, but I just wasn't going to be a part of her lies. That I wasn't going to let her
I
do.
was so,
When
even though I wasn't speaking with you, I was just so like disappointed. Like she really is talking to this lady. That's fucking nuts.
I didn't know
Cause I knew
nothing
she was gonna
about her.
violate you.
She
I
told
didn't
me
either.
she told me she was new on the app and I believed her.
Mm-mm. She ruined that other girl. I thought I was saying that. I felt like when I seen you and that disrespectful shit, because I don't know all the other people she getting into with about what's going on with you. Just looking at BBW, that shit is fucked up. Because of how she was on her, using her, and all of her trials to get a green check and motherfucking BBW. And you know the funny thing, what I see, sometimes when you say things that break chains, and this is so real. Ever since I said that about what I feel like Lady B did to BBW, BBW been glowing. She been looking a little different. You see her skin look nice.
And
Her
her
wigs
hair
is
looked
looking
good.
better.
Yep.
Yes, like that shit breaks chains sometimes. I don't know if she's seen what I said on the low and just started fixing herself. She looked better. It looked like she fell down at first when I said that, and I looked at how Lady B got a green check and this girl lost her platform, as far as all the views and the money she was getting. But God is blessing her in a different form. And I feel like y'all need to look at that lady. It's not about what she's doing to me, BBW or Tammy. It's what she's willing to do to dark skinned women. Now you get what I'm saying to you? Hope
Mm.
I could never, no matter what, I'm gonna tell you something. I had an argument with you and I said what I said, but I was never gonna go up there and go live about you and keep attacking you. Cause you black, you gotta get your money, you gotta get your hustle. And that shit make me look greasy as fuck, sitting there bashing another black lady all fucking day. You gotta
No,
get
what
your
it was
bag.
is you were under attack. And all I was trying to tell you is, as big, you don't see how big this industry is. It's a global business. It's
Yeah.
not just a Black West Indian Bigo business. This is
Mhm.
global that you're talking. You can be in shipping containers in an international market, and you got to
Yeah.
be careful what you say because these people will bring all of this shit up to destroy you. Is all I
Yeah.
said to you, and you went crazy.
You know, I just Bigo is very hard to.
I think you felt
It's
attacked because you had been through all of that, and maybe you had, post traumatic old bitch disorder because what you had been through with that old bitch. But I would never do nothing to hurt you
and
or
you.
your platform. And like I told you, bleaching is a preference. It's something I would
Mhm.
never do. But I have friends that bleach their skin and some bleach their knees, their knuckles, their elbows.
Mhm.
I have one of my friends. She uses bleach on the bottoms of her butt cheeks because her butt
Yeah.
cheeks was black.
Yeah. A lot of people do
So
that.
it's what people want to do. That's their business. All I said is these people will use what you say to destroy you.
You're right.
And your business is bigger than Bigo.
Yeah.
You
I
talking
just.
about a business that globally makes more money than any other beauty product on the market.
I know. That's why I stopped doing the bags. I know it's a different kind of field. Well, that's a nice background. I know it's a better business to do the cream. It's just like I don't know something about me. You know, it's a downfall. I need a PR assist, a PR person because
I told
when
you that and you got
I
mad too and told me you don't need a PR person. I
no,
said, you
I do.
fucked
That's
up.
one thing. I swear I was supposed to take a seminar today and take a class today in Forest Park to do the face thing, but the online thing and communicating with people on Bigo is a little bit hard because the people it's like this. You got people. I'm gonna think that these is everybody coming against me, but for real, it could be like people like LadyBee on several pages or a Beehive
But the
cursing me
thing
out,
with it
calling me
is the
Michael
Beehive is
Jackson and
about
shit.
8 people and a bunch of troll pages with her on each of them. Girl,
But this what
bye.
I'm saying. But
That ain't no following. You have a
that's
bigger
fucking
you have a
crazy.
bigger thing going on here. Your situation is bigger than you even understand.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
It's
trying.
bigger than you even understand. That's why when you were saying all that shit, that's when I was like,
Now I
sis,
apologize to you. I mean, I was wrong. I wouldn't even want nobody to talk to my family members, my mother, or none of them like that. But I was
I don't
angry.
want to
They was
see you
talking
fuck your
shit.
business up. Because some people don't realize it's not just black people who use bleaching cream. Asians use more, and Indians use more bleaching cream than black people.
Exactly that
It's
part.
a global market.
They're using
You
more
got white
Asia.
people who use bleaching cream too. They can go
Mm-hmm.
on vacation and they use sunblock and bleaching cream.
You know, you know it's white people on Bigo that follow the black side, right? They buy bleaching cream from me. It's white people up here. I never see them come up, but when I'm doing orders or they asking questions about their skin, because remember, I didn't know white people was up here. I thought they was on a different side. They on this side. And they buy the bleaching cream, like you said. They buy it for target area, so you ain't lying about that. So that's why I try to chill.
I don't care about that. I'm not you. I'm talking to the comments. No, the thing with it is with
Mm.
Ivy, I never said nothing bad about Ivy because I like Ivy. But just like I told her, I said, when she was on Ivy's platform and she was over there at the morning show, she wasn't having an easy time over there with certain forces that were giving her a hard time. And I just encouraged her, telling her, keep it pushing, keep going. I wouldn't leave a platform because one person was unpleasant to me. I would stay. I wasn't someone to
Yup.
discourage that young lady, but she lied about everything and turned it into something else.
That's
So I don't.
crazy.
That's all I needed to be known is that certain things I did say, most of the shit was taken out of context, and a lot of that shit I did not say. But I will always repeat what I say. And when I came up here to tell Miss Teresa, oh, I know you saw I called you a messy bitch, and I did. I certainly did. And all I said is, if you worried about being doxxed, why the fuck would you be over there with Miss Teresa?
Hmm.
But my thing is this, and this is real, even whoever come in a new page, everybody has a point of view where they read things, they see things, how they, perceive things. If somebody is watching something, I learned this on this app, and they saying it from how they point of view. Let me tell you something about a point of view. Over here, a point of view is not, and I learned this shit. This shit is not off of what it really is. It's what of who could give you the most beans, how many people gonna fuck with what you saying, if it's a lot of people that's gonna retract, like take in what you're saying. Everything you can say and say people are saying X, Y, and Z and say it's so change. They'll fix that up because they know that somebody is gifting them. You got to understand. This app is about money. They're not looking at reality. It's about money.
But even
They
though things are about money, Cece, at the end of the day, you still need to exercise. Well, I think it's wise to
for
exercise some
us.
level of integrity and common decency. And to
Oh,
the
of
people coming
course.
here to telling me what Tommy said, I don't have a problem with Tommy K. And I'm not going to go into a problem with Tommy K over Lady B. That I'm
That's
not.
what you know what I don't like that time, and I'm
That
not
I'm
no
not
disrespect,
doing.
but
So
can I
please
say?
don't come here and tell me what nobody
Give,
said.
give me
This
for
has
But I hope
nothing
that
to do
Tommy
with
K
Tommy K.
realizes
a second.
that Lady B is
Demonstrate.
using her.
Okay,
I
excuse me
hope
a
she.
second, Cece. Tommy K. Excuse me, close your ears, Tammy. Tommy K, get your fat ass off my motherfucking goddamn broadcast and go find your own fucking content, bitch. Stop
But
watching
why
what
she?
you're doing over here.
Why
And
she letting that
get
lady
back to me.
use her for
CC, do you
beans?
have
Like,
Facebook? Do you have Facebook, CC?
yes.
Okay, I have a platform on Facebook called Alluring Soul Live Entertainment. If you want to send me an invite, I can let you go on
Yeah, I gotta write. How I'm gonna do this? I gotta get a pen. Hold on. You said the learning soul.
the Alluring Soul Live Entertainment. It's a I'm sorry, it's Alluring Soul Live Entertainment. You can go on there, hit your live button, and you can sell your handbags, whatever you doing. Let me put it for you.
Let me. Yeah, if you write it down in here, I could copy it. But yeah, don't they letting money use them? They don't know that money don't stay. You know how much people used to give me? It turned
Uh,
around and
it's a
stopped fucking with me,
background, CC. That right
huh?
there. See that right here? Don't nobody see nothing else. Don't see any. See that right
Oh yeah, I see it.
there? Okay.
Okay, I found
Send,
that
Yeah,
right.
send
but
me
the
an
thing with
invite.
it is like I said, please don't come tell me what nobody said about me or what nobody is saying because my story has not changed.
Tammy, Tommy. I
Mm.
don't matter who the fuck think anything about you. You a New Yorker. It don't matter if a motherfucker
Yeah,
get 40,000 beans in one day. It don't. I don't give a fuck what they get on a platform for whoever gives it to them. What's for you is what's for you. I don't give a fucking who popping now. I'm
exactly.
not kissing no goddamn ass for nobody. I don't give, and be honest with you, no disrespect to Tammy P or Tommy P. I don't give a fuck who she is. Let me tell you something. I make money off this motherfucker, on this motherfucker. I don't need a whole group of people to validate me. I don't give a fuck who popping. If it's Ebony, Tommy K, or the next bitch, I'ma be me. So don't
Mhm.
ever feel like because this person has a larger following that you gotta say, oh no, I'm not gonna get into that. If somebody violates you, then fuck them. That's how I was raised. I was raised,
Yeah.
it don't matter who the fuck you are.
Mm-hmm.
You don't fuck with me because you with this person and you gonna find nitpick and what the fuck I'm saying. Well then fuck you. What you got going on this app don't got nothing to do with how I lay down at night.
Mm.
And that ain't
See,
no
the
disrespect
thing
to
with
her
it is,
platform
is
or her
the thing
people.
with it is, I don't care what is said. I'm not arguing with nobody over her.
Hell yeah, you right about that. Don't feel like somebody is
I'm
higher
not
than you.
stupid enough to do. I'm not going to
Mm-hmm.
argue with anyone over her lies. I'm not going to do
Yeah,
that. So that's not going to happen. So whatever's being said, God bless it. I'm not even responding
exactly. But they need
because
to
I'm not
stop
going to
doing
argue
that
with
shit
you
for
over some
beans
lie.
though. Like for real, it's money on these streets, and I don't just mean bigo. It's money on the streets. So you don't have
It's
to.
not only that. It's people on the internet who want to just do who
Me
just want to be positive. We don't have to come on here and be messy, but we not allowing anybody to disrespect us either.
exactly. Nobody got time for that. Oh, they perp popping, or they got this and that. Let me tell you something. The same popping people. If you check this, Ebony was just lit, and now she where she at. This
Mm.
lady just came up. Trina B was somebody, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm kissing ass for nobody. I respect everybody that's a black woman up here because I know it's not easy for us. But that being said, when you start acting funny because you got a little bit of time, remember everybody had a little time. I had a little time too. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why women are so hard on on each
Yeah.
other. We all have the same body parts. Some of us just have more of it, but we all are women.
The
Word.
thing with it is there are new broadcasters coming on here every day. Every day there are new broadcasters coming on here
Mhm.
every day. And
Yeah.
just like at one point, Janet Jackson was the it girl. She's not the it girl no more.
Nope.
New blood comes and new people come.
Yep.
So even with being lit, everybody has a season that it may be great for you today. That's why it's good to put things in place that are
Yeah.
concrete. That way you can keep your values and your morals in place and you don't have to do a lot to make it. I don't have any ill feelings toward anybody, but in that same regard, I don't feel I need to lie on anybody, and I'm not gonna lie on anybody. And if you're gonna have the unspoken expectation that people are gonna lie for you, you at least need to have those
Yeah.
Thank you.
conversations prior.
Yo, everything not about money though. I'm telling you right now, I was making K's on K's a day, and I used to look at my fucking live with all them people in their buying back. I'm like, damn, I used to like my live better
It's,
when it was the regular people. You know, so I'm not about to kiss nobody ass because they making money thinking that people on they lives are not gonna fuck with me. It's more so like, and I realize on here, if you just like, if you can find yourself as ignoring the people that don't fuck with you and figuring out ways how to brand yourself with new people, it's still gonna regain. You're still gonna regain a different platform. It is a lot of
There's
people out
millions
there.
of people on Bigo. It's not just a couple
Yeah,
of people. It's not just one family. It's not just one
yeah,
agency. There are 16 million users on Bigo,
yeah.
and there are more gifters than hosts.
Well, I had an issue, and I spoke to Tammy, and I apologized. Like, and it's she not the only person I've apologized to customers before because I thought that they were trying to play me because I was overly defensive about shit. That because watching other people do crazy shit, I thought everybody was like that. You know what I mean? But with that being said, you don't have to
All
try
I
to
know is
stalk.
you don't. There's a lesson here that you were supposed to learn, Cece.
I'm not trying to turn her against the church. Why would I do? I don't even know them women. I don't know them, but what I'm saying to her is some people will feel like this person, like TomiK's, has a little bit more clout at the moment than them, and they're gonna tread lightly. And my thing is this: I'm not saying that she should curse out
No, it's
this,
not about tread
or
lightly.
nothing like
I think
that.
you're not
I
understanding
never
it.
do no shit like that against two black ladies. But what I'm
Okay.
saying is you don't have to feel like somebody's inferior because of the clout that they're holding
I
right
see.
now.
I don't
You
consider
still
Bigo
yourself.
clout. I don't
Never.
consider Bigo clout. Clout is if I walk in Bank of America, they know my name
There go
and walk
Lady
me
B
to the
again. Oh
back
my
and sit me
god.
with the president. That's clout. Clout is when you
Yeah.
come to the airport, they walk you straight through TSA and put you on a private plane. That's
Right?
clout. Ain't nobody on this motherfucker but the CEO got clout. So that's not my worry. When you approached me on Two Sweets panel, I could have easily argued with you the way you started arguing with me. But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't because I understand social manipulation. If me and you argued, that means these are two more people that are not arguing with each other, saying over me. No, I'm not arguing with anyone over this woman. Not even Miss Teresa, not Noni. I'm not arguing with anyone over this situation with this woman.
Exactly.
Because the truth has to be something that somebody, okay, like my daddy used to always say, the one with the sense need to use it.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not arguing with nobody over her, and I don't care what they say. Don't bring me nothing back. I don't care what they say. I'm not arguing with nobody over it because I know it's not true. If this was my home girl and she was telling the truth and we was peoples, I would have rode with her till the wheels fell off.
Mm.
Yeah, but nobody's putting a church on anything. Nobody says that. I'm just saying to you that even this
Nobody
goes
even
to
said anything
any
about it,
nobody
but they
see
got
this
to
what
do
y'all
with
be lying
this.
about. Nobody said that. I just said that yes, we as black women are supposed to respect each other, but this goes for new broadcasters too. Because I was one too, and I felt like I needed to give people that I felt like had more people in their room who was on, more popular. It don't go like that. You just create your own lane. It's people that don't have a lot of people in their room, and they still get more. They get more boxes than people that have a lot of people in their room. You don't have to tread lightly. Meaning, I'm not saying that Tammy P is supposed to go out
Because
there and curse Tammy K out. I'm saying that you don't have to act
I'm
like you walking on ice. Like, look, I don't want to. No, no, no. I don't want to. No, be yourself. If something comes to mind and you feel like that, you can say it without being disrespectful. And as Tommy K, that's her name, being a grown woman, she should know when somebody's disrespecting her or just speaking their feelings. You can still speak of them as normal people. You get what I'm saying? Same way you would tell me, Cece, you sound ass backwards. You can tell Tommy K that. And she should take it as that's what she said, and she would say what she said. But y'all turn this shit as two different wars. There's no wars. These is a matter of opinion between black people. What is wrong with you?
And y'all got to realize it too. It's some people who create mess in their own life.
Arguing with that
They,
woman.
And
they,
they not supposed to put them together to beef. Once y'all
See, the
look at
thing with it is you got to have somebody who is simple thinking enough to do some shit like that. I'm not arguing with nobody, and I'm not arguing with nobody over Lady B. If that's the case,
yeah.
I would have came in here and argued with Miss Teresa, as bad as me and her have had it out. I'm not even
Mhm.
arguing with Noni over Lady B. I'm not arguing with anyone over Lady B. I'm gonna wait for Lady B to bite you in your ass, and then when you come sit
Exactly.
here, then
Nah,
you'll
she
have
gonna
your
do it to
testimony.
Tammy.
I
She
don't
gonna
have
and
a, I don't have a dog in the fight.
I tried to tell the lady Tommy that, and I didn't say that because I didn't like Lady B. I actually care for black women, and you know what? I like that the lady had a growing platform and she know what to do with it, and she works. She got her own family, and whatever she do with her man is her business. But I don't like when people sit there like I went on her platform to aware her because I know that lady. It's like just like you. I seen that lady trying to itch up under that lady Tommy K because she has clout. And what she did was she felt like I'm getting Sierra the fuck out of here because she's not gonna fuck up my beans and what the people in my comment section want. Comment section want. But I was just honestly just coming up to the tell the tea. Like this lady is crazy, you know. She may not know that because it's hitting a quota, and they may feel like, you know what, this shit can't fuck with me. You don't know me in real life. You can come bother me. But things that transpire on social media can bother you more than things that happen in front of your face. You know
Fix
that,
it,
right?
Jesus. I got my glasses on. I don't know. That would be something for you to ask her why she said that. And it's not like Diamond
Hmm.
believed her. She know it's a fucking lie.
Just like I said. So with that being said, I just came over there to let her know that that lady really is crazy and that she's not gifting you because she likes you. She has an agenda. I see her do it to BBW. I seen her do it to the replica. I seen her do it to a lot of other people up here before I knew who Tommy K was or Mrs. Tammy P. So I just came over there like I came to this live over here and let them know. It wasn't about me trying to stop her bag. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna try to stop nobody's bag when I'm trying to get my own.
Y'all
And
got
that's what it
to
is.
too. If somebody's already been through mess with another individual, I would want them to come warn me. If they can stop me going through what they went through, I want to know. And that's what most of y'all close your eyes and y'all keep fooling with the same thing. Like I said, you keep touching the snake, he gonna bite your ass. You keep touching the dog,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna bite your ass.
The thing
Mm-hmm.
with it is I just don't want nobody to feel like I'm so cool with them that I'm just gonna lie with you because I'm cool with you.
And
I'm
Right.
you
just not that
shouldn't.
kind of person.
You should never
And
do that.
and I'm not gonna sit up here and say Cece scammed me and she didn't scam me. I'm not gonna sit up here and say Miss Teresa fucked my husband and she ain't fucked my husband. I'm not gonna do certain shit. Certain shit is just I'm not gonna do, and I don't want nobody to feel that we so cool that I'm gonna believe anything you
I
say,
know yours
and I'm
truly.
gonna
You
cheat on it.
right. You right. People is real funny over on this app, so you just got to be careful on how close you get with them. You can enjoy the moment and make friends, but once you know you camming up, you putting yourself in a position for people to figure out who you are and look you up. So it's just like you can't get too invested. You can enjoy the moments you have with people, but as you see, they die really quickly over here. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just like vines. The evilness just spread. It don't, you got to expect, good relationships to go sour over here. Especially if people are not really in the street life. And I don't mean the hood. I mean, like living real life every day, hanging out, talking to other people. When they self-indulge too much on the app, they start to do anything to stay relevant, you know? So with that being said, if I was chased off the app, I'm gonna tell you something. That was the most beautiful thing to happen in the most hurtful ways because it helped me gain another business that you can't tell me you can call the feds. It's
Well, she
licensed,
was still
like,
on the
you know what I'm
app.
saying? You gotta, yeah, yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, I
Tammy
did
P,
lose my page
why
behind
are
it.
you supposed? Is that supposed to be my name? And you got a
Don't pay
picture
up no mind.
of a boy there.
It's true, you have to be a little bit, as much, how much people I met on this app, and I was like, at my high points, I got 2,500 people in the room, and I like them. Do you realize I still went back to 300 followers? It does not matter. Look at Ebony. She was up there, and now look at her now. Not to say she's not worth shit, but it just fluctuates. You got to have something to keep people drawn in. It's not easy to keep people drawn in without being
Can you get
evil.
these wigs, please? Or let me. Hold
And
on.
stop hating
In
on
here.
people too. Like, do you remember No
Thank
Lie? No Lie. You really
you, man.
hating on yourself. You hating on black people. And this is why. This is exactly why a lot of us are behind. We are, because there's no unity. It's more like fuck you, I hate you. There is not one person up here, not even LadyBee, that I can really say I hate. I don't like things about her. But as a black person, I have to find forgiveness in there. But that don't mean I won't warn you about her. I have to find, and I don't know if she's black, but I'm just saying, I have to find some type of forgiveness and say, you know what, it happened and there's something else that came good out of it. But she's still, you need to be warned about her. You know what I mean? I wouldn't let her come up next to me after all that bullshit and buy a bag, not knowingly. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. It's over. But guess what? You did just like what they say. God is a forgiving God, but you're
I
not
didn't see
exempt from judgment.
Eb's broadcast last night.
And think about this. I want to tell you something. Look at all them people. I'm going to tell you, when I was going through with that LadyBee, she had a lot of people that was die hard with her. Whatever reason they had for me, a vendetta they had against me, they was with her. For them, like Maya and them, to come in my life and say she really is crazy, just think about that. Them
Well, I'm not
people.
trying to be funny. Most people don't know people are crazy until you
Mhm.
realize they're crazy. Most crazy people play
Yeah,
normal really
no.
well, and you won't know they crazy. That's how people marry crazy people. That's how people end up moving
Hmm.
in with crazy people. You just
Yeah.
don't know people are crazy
That's what I
until they're
got
crazy.
left her.
But
And
it's
y'all
not
thought I was.
normal to sit up and talk about a person for 6 days straight, hours and
Hmm.
hours and hours until your throat hurt and everything you saying is a lie. A lot of this
Hmm.
stuff is
You
just
right.
not normal behavior. And I just wanted to let Miss Teresa know that your observance is what really brought this to a big forefront, because nobody realized I had fell back off of her.
Word.
She didn't even realize it. I was just chilling because when I saw she had lied, I was a little taken aback by it. And
Right?
I just wasn't going to lie for her.
Mm.
I wasn't going to sit there and lie for her. I felt my absence would have been
But why would
understood.
somebody want to do that shit? Like, for real, like, why would you want to lie for a complete stranger? I don't fucking know you, and what am I lying for?
Right.
It's not that serious. Like, well, I don't even, you don't know that lady. Like, in real life, you know why? Because you're from the streets. In where we're from, people, the people was where we from. A lot of Caribbean people live here. They have this thing where you line up in their country, they'll cut your hand off for lying and stealing. We know lying is like spitting in somebody's face. That's just like, what?
No, I don't have admin.
Mm.
So, with that
Bank of
being said,
Beehive,
nobody's
that's
lying
her,
up
y'all.
here. That's
Y'all
just
don't realize
crazy.
that's her?
We know it's her. We know it's her. She gonna be all over you, girl. Trust me. I try to tell you, she gonna be all over you.
Thank you, B.
No, but
On
I'm not
Tommy
gonna
Peay.
sit nowhere arguing with her, because I understand that people, you ever have somebody, you get into an argument with them and they slam your car door and your car ain't got shit to do with the argument? That's
That
how it
shit
is between her
crazy.
and me in this
Yeah.
agency. And
But she would try to use your agency against you. And I'm not trying to say that to give anybody no ideas. I was telling you she crazy as fuck before. I'm like, you talking to her? She the kind of bitch that want to take your finances and then keep, like, she a drill on that shit. Like, she crazy though. Like, don't you know that nigga left her because she crazy? And it's no lie. LadyBee did look good back in the days. She probably went mental. She did look good. She was with
you know
that
how you
nigga,
know
she
that
looked
page is
nice.
her? Go to Bank of Beehive and look who the people this person is following.
That
This
nigga left her because she was crazy. And why I know is because, like she said in her live, this girl that felt really sorry for me, because I guess she really figured out, like, I ain't really doing shit to nobody. She was like, she found her information for me so I could know, just in case she tried to send the cops to my house because she was still in ACS and shit like that. So
to
I
your
could have,
house?
yeah, girl, please, you don't know. Girl, you don't know. Sometimes I have to sit in my house and be mad and cry because, yo, it's like she the type of person where if you come and fuck up, she gonna call the cops or the lawyer. That's what she's about. She gonna do some awful shit to you and tell you she'll call the law on you. Did you hear her say, like, y'all trying to dox her and she'll get a lawyer? But she sit there and bring up y'all dirt.
Mm.
So I'm like, you know what? I didn't even went to this lady house before because I'm not really into the back and forth.
Miss
And
Teresa, could I have admin, please? I'm leaving because I ain't sitting here with no admin.
but that lady husband left her because she is crazy. Her son lived with the grandparents for a long time. That's why you never heard no little boy in the background. Because before he left, he's with his grandparents because she crazy. And that the sad thing is, the guy did help her. Why you think she had to live in her car like she said? She lived in her car because she was too crazy to live with them. But they respected the
And
fact
not
that
only that,
the nigga had a
uh,
kid with her.
she went to the police on you too, didn't she, CC? Call us
That's when I went to the
house.
house. Yeah, that day that she said that shit and I went live at her address. I
See,
went to the
I don't
house.
know, but when you told me this, I don't know nothing about none of this shit. I thought she was new on the app. She told
Nah,
me
she
she
really
been
is
here
crazy
7
though.
months. Nuh-uh. She told me she been here 7 months, but I just wanted to let Miss
No.
Teresa know whatever you saw in them texts, a lot of that shit, I don't know
She
where it
need to
came
take her
from.
medicine for
But
real.
I did say that about you. And you said shit about me, but we still ain't gonna one thing, let's not be people who just do anything and lie on each other for people.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. She been over here. Think about it. I said she been over here for a year. That's not true because look, when I got kicked off the app, that was like 9 months ago, right? Like in the wintertime. If you listen to her, I think when I threw Ebony the yacht, we went back and forth, and Ebony was like, she didn't dig drill on me like that. But I think when Ebony threw the yacht on me, they was happy, like, oh, you trying to kiss Ebony ass, and she disrespected you in front of everybody. So I guess she felt like she can go and sit with Ebony. Ebony was not having that shit. And she let it be known the day she argued with her, like, I've been gifting you all this time, about a year. She been up here as a gifter for longer. She been up here watching the app just as long as y'all, from like 2019, 2020. She been over here. But like I said to y'all didn't believe me. She was in the comment section. Just like when she found BBW, BBW was easy to manipulate. She just popped up when I called her a silverback gorilla. And she used it like she's a BBW and she's a BBW. And all BBWs are precious. She tried to make it look like I disliked BBWs when that was a lie. I cursed BBW the girl out, the broadcaster, because we had beef. But she used that girl's weight as leverage to make people feel like I hate heavyset girls. See what I'm saying? But she been up here watching
Too
bitches.
sweet, come up here and tell what you know, because that shit is all foreign to me. I'll be back. I don't know nothing about none of this.
Lady B, listen,
It's
before you get down, Lady B said that it's 9 people that she had been investigating before she came to this app. 9 people
exactly,
watching.
exactly. She
Mm.
been nuts.
9 people.
And I'm, yep. Hey, too sweet.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Hey, beautiful.
I'm at work, so I ain't gonna be able to be up here long. I get off at 3:30. But listen, I talked to BBW and Lady B fell out with BBW over a wig. She wanted BBW to send her a free bob wig.
What?
Somebody else, BBW had been doing a raffle or something on wigs or giving away a wig, and somebody else got the wig, and Lady B was jealous and mad. I got the messages in my inbox.
Oh, wow.
I got the messages in my inbox. BBW came in my room yesterday and she sent me all the messages. And it's over a week. That's why she fell out with this girl.
You see that shit though? She was using her. I told you that.
She
And I
was
didn't even know
using
that.
her. BBW
She was
had her
using her.
own numbers. She latched onto small hosts that had their own
Yep.
numbers, doing their own thing. I know this about y'all is all y'all she came for had y'all own platform in y'all own way. And she
Yep.
befriend y'all and she attacked y'all. She
Mm-hmm.
befriends you first, and then when you don't do what she wants you to do, or whatever, however she try to control you,
Yep.
she
That's fucked
attacks you.
up though.
And
Cause
then
you know
she
how
did her
hard it
dirty.
is to get your lane on? Especially if you get
Mm-hmm.
600-700 views ain't easy to get though when you ain't got no drama. Imagine somebody
Right.
come and act like they your friend and snatch that shit from you.
That's
That's
exactly what she
fucked up.
did. And she
That shit
used her, she
hard.
used you. And I don't care what you say, Cece. I believe she was with that Pastor P, Pastor
Me too
Jenny.
now.
She
Me
was she
too.
was with that Pastor
I
Jenny,
don't.
and they spotted them people out that money. She
I
behind the
thought at
page.
first, when I thought being stupid, I was thinking that the competition with me and Replica, I'm like, it's hard because she
Mm-hmm.
want me to do my business. But when I thought about it, she
It
did
was
that
Lady
shit
B.
because that lady was nowhere to be found. And if you think about it, the Replica never really sat around on the app for no reason. She came up here to make money and she would go back to work until it was time for her to shopping and sell. And I don't understand how Adrian, remember Adrian had a girlfriend. I don't know if you know Adrian. She had a
Mm-hmm.
girlfriend. She was a lesbian. All that Pasadena shit happened. Adrian stopped coming live. Adrian at
A
that
lot of
time was
people
doing
stopped going live.
no.
I
Adrian
didn't.
No,
Go
you're
ahead.
not getting what I'm saying. Adrian was getting little buzz, like 1,500 views off that shit with the bag she's saying were ripping from me. So she would go live a lot to talk shit about me. When you think about it, when Pastor Janet shit happened, she wasn't live no more. And I felt like it was because it was her girlfriend that they put on the panel. And she had to coach her. Because the person would be drunk and she didn't want to talk and she didn't know what to say. But Lady B was the only person that would sit and talk to that person.
Lady
You
B
get what
is
I'm
a
saying? So
narcissist,
I thought
y'all.
it was Adrian
Oh my
and that other
goodness.
and Pastor and what's her name? Lady B. That's what it was. But by the time I caught the drift, I was like, it was already over. Ain't much to say.
hmm
Paige already
Yeah,
gone.
that's why she came after y'all because y'all small. She wanted
Mm-hmm.
small people with big platforms, and then she goes after the big people. Now she didn't use y'all to wiggle and weasel her way to the bigger broadcasters.
Yep.
So she there, she thinks she there. Girl, don't nobody care, ain't nobody checking for you. Bitch, I'm on your head because I know and I
Yep.
see who the fuck you are. You are a narcissist, lying ass motherfucking old bitch that I'm on your motherfucking
Mm-hmm.
ass. I'm on you. I don't like no narcissist. You cannot even talk to this bitch. Ain't no making amends with her. If y'all ever think y'all gonna make amends with
Probably
her,
was
she's not
hard.
gonna let you talk. You can't talk. You can't get
Oh
your
my
word across at
God.
all. And I heard her say something today with
Ooh.
TomiK's talking about them. We gonna do a show. We gonna get a
You
show
right.
together. Yeah, listen, they supposed to
But
be
you
trying
see
to
what
get a
this
show
person
together
Slim said?
and including Tammy Peay in on the show that to get this bitch some beans. Tammy P ain't even finna get into no cahoots with you motherfuckers for no show. Talking about the people want to see it. Let me tell you, this lady was all G4 this morning.
Hold
Yeah, that's how we thinking.
up,
We
Mm-mm.
thinking about
hold
money
up,
now.
hold up. Are you saying Pastor Janet is bully?
Yes, they not lying.
I
Let me
know
tell you
you
something.
fucking lying.
No, they not. Let me tell you something. Bully, they not lying. I just thought about this shit. Bully was my admin first and foremost. You're not lying. That's crazy. Bully was my admin first and foremost, right? So the person named Bully name was New York Flex. This is when I told you I had a platform before. I was selling bags, and it consists about good 600 people. And we were just joking. Sometime I go to salon and do hair. They ain't lying. One day I looked at when all that shit was going on BBW, and I seen that person, New York Flex, which is Bully now, in the comments talking about me like a dog. So I'm like, what? I'm not fucking with that person. I cut that person off, and they felt it, and they fell back and started really fucking with Lady B on her panel openly. Do you know that Pastor Janet person? When I spoke on the phone with it, why I answered the phone? Because it was a New York number. But a lot of people from New York wasn't buying bags from me, so I just like withheld. Like, how this person from New York calling me? You know what I mean? And I do feel like it was them because they act like they was from a different state, but they were given more New York vibes. So I do think it was that person Bully. Because I keep saying
Could
it sounds
be.
like dyke.
Could be. You had a lot of weird bitches sitting up under you,
And I
CC.
didn't
It
know who they
could be.
were. Look at Lady
Well,
B's
see,
crazy
Oh,
ass. This
bitch.
sick motherfucker in here, y'all. She in the wrong place. She needs to go to the hospital.
I thought I,
Let that weird
uh,
hoe sit up in here. Let that
I
weird
thought
hoe
I
see
had.
us dogs are
Yeah,
goofy
let's
again.
just talk about it. You's a weird bitch.
Well,
Like,
you
you
Bitch.
know
really
what?
know
I got a
you're
picture of
weird as fuck.
Bully. I got a picture of
Mhm.
Bully because Bully ended up showing herself
She
on
got the dreads, right?
LinkedIn.
And she light skinned.
Hey,
She live in
Meek.
Harlem.
Fuck, motherfucking Lady B. Meek
Like, I
Get
know where
off this
she live
bitch
at.
motherfucking
She
long
think that
ass
she
shit.
waited to violate me. Why I didn't go over there is because I already know it's gonna be real because we got the same precincts out here. And she a cop calling bitch. She tried to make me forget where she live at by not messaging me. But I screenshot every let me not go there. But girl, Lady B, we already know your husband left you because you were sick in the head. And we know your platform is
Still
feeling.
sick.
So you using these women to talk about you. You using them to talk about you because everybody in your beehive left. You looking for relevancy that's not given. You're looking for it, but it's not given. All these people are knowing now, or you're somebody to watch out for. You know,
And
you're
Tammy
coming
PA
over
ain't
here.
doing no show with you, bitch. She'll
Yeah, and
never
you're
do a
like
show
that
with your
crazy though.
goofy
Like you
ass.
really,
Ain't
as
nobody
you
adding
seem
your
like you
slow
gotta stay
ass.
down, ho. You gotta stay down. You gonna stay your ass down. You're not gonna come up here and try to take this lady clout like you did BBW, me, and the rest of these bitches. You gonna stay your ass down.
Bitch
Bitch,
scam
go over there on
BBW
Young
over a
Live and
wig.
get you some motherfucking views. Go pull a rat out
Bitch,
the
you lucky
bag.
I'm at work, bitch. You better be lucky I'm at motherfucking work.
Cause you's a bum
While
bitch.
you flying
And
your
Lady B
fat
is
ass up in
definitely
here.
a bum bitch. I'm gonna tell you. And I believe what you're saying to speak because I used to watch Lady B curse me out. She would sit down with a dirty ass
Uh-huh.
turban and look like the shit TKO wear and put makeup on, it be makeup all over that shit. And that's the wonder, why does lady never switch her wigs or do her weave over? And she probably did beg BBW for a wig. Because she never, and y'all know I'm not
Chosen, dox
lying.
this bitch.
She
She
always
wanna be doxed
look
so bad.
disgusting.
She wanna be doxed so bad. Chosen, I'll pay you to dox that bitch. Chosen, dox this motherfucker.
We
Hold the
do need
right
to
way.
reunite. And this is why I said I am going to talk about it. Because guess what? Thank God that I found another platform where I could pay my bills and shit like that. Because what she wanted to do, she got mad because I was making money. She
Okay.
wanted to despise my money. She wanted to really hate on me. Which I don't understand why, because she a lot older than me. Plus, I did not know her. I didn't know her. I don't think she never bought a bag from me. But I wanted people to know to be careful because it's hard to gain. If it's on the app or in your pocket, it's hard. And for somebody like that to come and snatch it down and laugh about it just to climb up, that's not how it goes. And she's not going to tell you about
Unfortunately,
Melvin.
y'all, I gotta
Tell him
get
about
going.
Melvin. Tell the truth
I'm
that
at
he
work.
don't like you and that you slept in your car because you had no other choice and that they probably got a restraining order against you. That's why you had to sleep in your car and have nowhere to go. He probably opted to give you $300 so you get on your way and promise to pay your car note, but you couldn't sleep there no more because you're crazy. You don't want to take your medication. You want to act like you're normal, and you're not. Let's wake that up. No, you don't have to tell me that if these ladies want me down that's running this panel, I'll get down. But let's be real. Let's stop acting like this nigga and you just split up and he's a good husband. I'm pretty sure Melvin is a good husband because you look like you fell off after him. If you look at Melvin, he still look decent. He still look clean. Hair still cut. Still got bad bitches. Son in school not because of you. You know your son was at the freaking. If you think about it, like your son would take pictures in your house once in a while, but he had to rock with his grandparents because you was not stable. But if you kick it, you act like you came on this app to make sure your son gets sent off to college properly when you know that you didn't have no funds for that. He's getting legal aid. Like, stop capping, miss. You really is
With your
crazy.
little
I
$300
could
in
believe it.
alimony having ass. You
But and you know
$300
what?
alimony trailer park living bitch. I'm finna go,
Exactly. Give
y'all.
it to
I'm at work.
her.
I can't give
Give
it
it
to her
to
right now.
her.
You hear me whispering?
Give it
When I
to
get off
her.
at 3:30, I'm gonna wear that hoe out again.
She
Cause
did
that
live in
bitch
her
gonna say
car
I
at a
had a
point in
poster
time.
on my wall. I'm on that
But
bitch head tonight.
Lady B lived in her car when she had to leave the husband's house because everybody started really talking. Like, don't think I didn't talk to this nigga. She know I did. Everybody had told him, like, no, you can't keep dealing with her. She's crazy now. She gotta go. And that nigga
You
really
talk
tapped in and listened to his
you,
family.
you talk to Lady B husband?
Let's be real. I inboxed him on everything. Me and my friend. Well,
Oh,
me and somebody from
damn.
Bigo. That ass his name is she know. She know I spoke to him. That's why she tell you I'm the first person that doxed her, but I didn't go mad ham on it because I just really wanted to make money. But then they said she was crazy. And shit, you don't even gotta talk to him. You could just look in his motherfucking on his Facebook. Yo, they not playing with her ass. They know, like, whatever you think you know over here from her, they already know. Like, they like, nah, she fucking crazy. If she comment, he's not replying. And she still be trying to contact this nigga. That's the weird part. I know she a liar because I remember when I first got in contact with the husband, she was saying something about me like, bitch, I dare you to come out here because I got some nieces and my husband don't play about me. And I'm like, oh, she really is nuts. Because this nigga, oh my God, they told me they don't fuck with her. Before we spoke to him, I read the comments. They be bashing her the way people bash. You see how over here when we be live, they'll bash us in the comments? Like here? They do that under pictures on his page when she used to tag him and shit. And that nigga ain't. It look like he don't want to say nothing. Like he just want to be respectful, but he don't fuck with her. You know what I mean? Like she's mad crazy and she knows it. The only way that she can fucking regain her motherfucking strength on this topic is if she bring that nigga on this platform and let you know that he don't think she crazy. The day she can bring Melvin up here to say no, she not crazy, she not on medication, she don't need to be in a mental ward, or she got locked up for child abuse. They don't call ACS on me how many times, and my kid, I ain't never go to jail yet. They took her kid. They took her kid. Good morning. They
Which
took her.
kid?
Why they don't take your kid?
Which kid?
Huh?
Which kid did they
The
take?
older girl, so she got a daughter around my age or whatever. The girl live out here though. Um, I believe she was getting high, and she said the story too. She was getting high. She wasn't feeding the girl, and I believe the police came in from the school call or something, and somehow she was abusing that girl, and they took the girl. That shit is on fucking. When you listen, when you get an ACS case and it's founded, and you get locked up, that's public record. They keep that shit on your record. And that girl got taken away when she was a little girl. She wasn't doing right by her. LadyBee is like damn near 50. I don't know. She an older woman. But she wasn't doing right by her kids. She was doing the wrong thing. She do the wrong things to her kids. Like she sat up here and was telling y'all. She had people in the beehive believing that she was up here because she wanted to take care of Ryan. Ryan was at his grandparents' house. I didn't get it. When did you ever hear, like, look, think of this. Anybody on these live streams, you're going to hear something in their background from their kids or something. Have you ever heard her son say anything? No. She lies. She need to stop that shit.
Wow.
Girl. And she always throwing out there like she's a mother. I got a job. Da, da, da. I own a business. Like, you could buy an LLC with $200. You could rent a chair, or you can go from house to house doing hairstyles. You're not a businesswoman like that. What you are is an independent contractor starting to get off the ground. You never got off the ground. You probably had your husband out of studio so you can do little lashes and shit and little weaves and shit. But when the wigs popped off, you were definitely toast. She's not going to tell you that she's mentally ill. She didn't own shit. You can Google this bitch. Like, just listen to me. You can Google her. We found her and we don't even know about doxing bitches. She don't own shit. She from the Bronx. She tried that bullshit with that girl father, the girl that live in Manhattan. Tried that bullshit with him and he fucked her up. He beat her ass. So she's not going to come back this way. That's why she got that place out there and met Melvin. Because she had to stay out there. Because that nigga from out here beat her motherfucking ass. And yes, she's from the Bronx. He beat her. She didn't leave out in the 90s. Think about it. I was born in 89, right? So that means that 96, 95, I was 5'6". Her daughter around my age. That's why she moved from, New York to what do you call that again? Where's she at? Out there in Connecticut around those times, because that's when her baby father and her was probably messing around. He whooped that ass and she had to leave. We not gonna sit here and talk about you came out here for a better life. You came out here because you was doing the same shit you been doing, and the nigga beat your ass.
So she got one.
Okay?
Oh, you saying she got one baby father?
She got a baby father that she had when she was a young teenager, and then she got a kid with Melvin.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So we not gonna sit here and lie, LadyBee, like you was doing your mothering skills. And you're right, there's no person as a perfect mother. We strive for perfection. But we're not gonna act like you wasn't beating her ass and like you wasn't too crazy to raise the little boy Ryan. You was too crazy. I know bitches that leave their husband and you know what they do? They've either went to a shelter or they downgrade to a renting a room or they'll sit and get a freaking small apartment in the hood and keep their baby. She wasn't able to keep her baby. Number one, when you have an ACS case against you and you've been found guilty, they're not going to give you your kid over a certain person. You know that, right? If this man doesn't have any CPS calls on him or hasn't lost his kid and he got a full job and a place to stay, they're not going to give Ryan to LadyBee or whatever her Rashina, I forgot her name, instead of Melvin. Why would I put my kid, why would the government put the kid in harm's way, a new younger kid, when you already have a case for abusing a child and you got locked up and the kid was taken? So we're not going to sit here and talk about good parent, bad parent.
Oops, it's my speaker. Go ahead, Cece. That's my.
No, because I know she sits here and manipulates the app so that way she can come here. Huh?
Go ahead.
No, it's not about where the receipts is. I'm going to be honest with you. It's on IG. Like, you can know it, be real. You can find it yourself. I don't have to pay $1 to give you receipts because guess what? I didn't pay. Somebody paid for me. I said that. You can look for it yourself. She tell you, like, I think that she really don't give a fuck if y'all know. I think for her, all publicity is good publicity. Like, she just want to be lit up here. You can look for it yourself. You don't need somebody to recap shit for you. Go on YouTube, go on IG, shit. Put your credit card number in the yellow pages and put on, what's her name, Rashika Williams. I'll tell you later her name. Put a name in there, you'll find it. It'll tell you if you put that shit in, it's gonna tell you the next of kin, the husbands, the ex-husbands, the grandmothers, the aunties. You can find it. Don't trust me if I'm a scammer. Fuck that. Find it. What's her name again? Rakia Williams. Rakia Williams. Is that Rakia Williams? You know she live in Connecticut. You know she passed in the 90s, lived in the Bronx. Look for that person. And remember, you're gonna find her daughters and Ryan as people that's attached to her and Melvin. And that's it. It's not that deep. Stop acting like I gotta pay. You can look. You don't have to wait for the next recap. Go look if you really that interested in what the fuck her life is like. Go make a documentary about this bitch. You know what I'm saying? You might get some clout just because people don't like this bitch. And the funny thing about it is, y'all sit here thinking about we hating on her. People in real life don't fuck with her. Hey, Chocolate. People don't fuck with her. She got one friend named Pepsi. Remember she said she used to have to go to Pepsi house and wash up because she had one baby father that know you normal ain't gonna let you at least stay in a room or bathe in the house. You couldn't even bathe in the house and you in Connecticut. You had to go to somebody else's house. You should have just paid $10 to the truck stops and wash your ass with the truck drivers. I'm not going to sit here and lie on somebody for what? I like money. I didn't come up here getting beans. I came up here getting straight cash. Apps. Zells. Me talking about LadyBee is not going to make you buy the cream. I could just come up here and tell you all the ways I got light skin. That's not, yeah, okay, there you go. There you go. Thank you. Don't look that name up. Don't ask nobody for no goddamn recaps. There you go, because that shit is in my IG. Don't ask nobody for no recaps. Go look that name up. And when you see Melvin and all them other people attached, you know I'm not lying. Then what you could do is find all the information about her job, like what she did for a living. This bitch is a bum. She a type of bitch. Think about what she lived at. She lived, like, think about it. I live like 3 hours away from where she lived. I drove out there. So that means the Bronx is the closest place when you coming from Connecticut, right? Isn't it? Evan, the Bronx is the closest to Connecticut coming from New York, right? She used to go all the way from Connecticut. But you on the train? She used to go all the way from the Bronx, my nigga, the Bronx. From Connecticut to the Bronx to do hair in people's house. And it's a girl up here that know I'm not lying. She used to go all the way from the Bronx on the train to get to people's house and do their hair. She was that broke. We're not gonna act like you wasn't scrambling for change. You was getting on the PAD train, Metro North, trying to get to the Bronx to do people here because you didn't have no money. You not that girl.
So,
She is a bum.
so are you saying that when she was married to her husband now, Melvin, after she left, stuff went bad for her?
Of course, look at her. Now, if you look, bust this. You know I'm not lying.
Mm-hmm.
Do LadyBee, you remember when she first came up here, like how she was doing, she started getting like hello clout. You remember she used to take all the old pictures, like memory pictures, and put them on her default picture or on her page because she remember how she used to be. She
Mm-hmm.
never accepted who she is now because she no longer has Melvin. She no longer has that shape or that good wig or the steady hand to get that makeup on right. So what she do is she like to go back in the past and say, well, I was a thin bitch. Some of you bitches could never. Because life was a little bit better for her at that time with the type of support that she had with him. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now she fell the fuck off. Like LadyBee is really not gonna post a whole bunch of pictures of her eating it up at this moment in life because she's not. She is desperately looking for y'all to go back and forth for her for some